company formation for non-UK residents. The process becomes even more daunting when you are doing it somewhere that you don't live. If you want to bring your killer idea to the UK market, well, here is some good news. The UK government has simplified registering a new enterprise. Interested? Continue watching to or listening to find out how you can easily enter the UK market even without being or going there physically. Before the how, you may want to know why. Why register your business? Now, some entrepreneurs find registering their company troublesome and costly, so they would rather skip this step and start a business without being legal. However, taking the easy way will have serious repercussions. For starters, HM Revenue and Customs, which is called HMRC in short, will impose a penalty called failure to notify. Its percentage of potential lost revenue, which is the PLR in our accounting term, or that tax amount resulting from not informing the government while doing business. Not only you'll be fined, but also what they'll try to do is settle the tax due. So secondly, you cannot open a UK business account for an unregistered business. Having a separate company account is advisable to monitor cash flows and outflows better. Lastly, being unregistered makes your business look unprofessional and untrustworthy. So obviously customers would like to be less confident in transacting with you, doubting your company's legitimacy as well as reputation. So what are the minimum requirements for an established company in that case, if you understand why you need a company? Now, since the government minimized bureaucratic barriers that deter the entrepreneurs, especially outside the UK, from venturing into business, company formation for non-UK residents is pretty straightforward. The basic requirements are, as I state them below, to make it simple and easy for you to understand. So number one is shareholder. If you decide to set up a limited company instead of a sole trader or partnership, you must have at least one shareholder. They should be a natural person and aged over 16 years of old. Next thing you need to bear in mind, you need to have a company director. Now, the director can be the same shareholder if it's just yourself. You can be both shareholder and director. Moreover, appointing one is enough because you don't have to have multiple directors to own a company. Now, while they don't need to be based in the UK, their addresses are publicly. You could have a registered office. This must be located in the UK, since this is where official correspondence from the company's house and HMRC will be delivered. So how do you set up a company? Number one, choose the right company structure. Business structure can be sole trader, partnerships, or limited company, and each has its own pros and cons. But when you're a non-UK resident, the most effective way to register your business is as a limited company. Under this business structure, your personal assets are protected against liability during any unfortunate events, since the company is a separate legal entity. Moreover, you can better manage your taxes by receiving income as dividends if you are the sole shareholder. Number two on the list, decide on a name, since you know the structure of your business. Now, in choosing a name for your private limited company, there are a few rules I would recommend you to mind. So number one of the rules would be it should end with limited or LTD unless exempt. So if it's like your company is called ABC Company, it has to be ABC Company Limited or ABC Company Ltd. Should not include restricted or sensitive words or expressions. It must not be offensive or contain some words constituting or suggesting offense. And it must not have certain characters, symbols, signs, and punctuation and it should not be similar to another company's name. Check out the more comprehensive guideline for naming your new enterprise. Search the Companies House register to check your proposed name's availability, as I explained. Keep your company name short, easy to spell, and relate to your inline of your business. Now consider looking up your competitors' names to see what works. Prepare the documents. Before your company can be incorporated, you must have the following documents ready. So number one, be Form IN01. This is an application form to register a company in the UK and can be accomplished online or paper. Now the Form IN01 asks for details about the new enterprise, its shareholders, directors and officers. Consider working with a trusted formation company like Sterlinx Global, which is us, to ensure you have correctly accomplished the form. Memorandum of Association is a legal document containing the company name and its subscribers, signed by the initial shareholders agreeing to establish the enterprise and take at least one share. Following the company registration, the memorandum can no longer be revised. Articles of Association is next. This document outlines the rules for managing the company as agreed by all shareholders and directors. So consider adopting standard or model articles which are established under the Companies Act 2006. Just a quick shout out to Sellers Planet. That's one of our other channels where I personally make lots of contents, how to sell online your products and how to pretty much manage your business. So next bit is register your UK company. So one of our hurdles in company formation for non-UK residents is how to register their enterprise. You have two options. Now file it yourself at the Companies House website or seek assistance from a professional. Out of the two options, I would say it's more efficient to consider the actual latter and look for an experienced third-party agent like Sterlinx Global to ensure all your bases are covered. Besides ensuring your application is successful, we would also offer a virtual office address to protect your privacy. Number 5 after this one is keep copies of your registration documents. Once registration is complete, and you will receive a unique company number along with your constitutional documents such as share certificates, memorandum and articles of association and certificate of incorporation. If the application was made online, you would have a set of digital copies. We would recommend downloading and saving these files in secure and accessible file storage, but you can also print them out. So another aspect of company formation you may want to understand is banking in the UK for non-residents. So banking for non-UK business owners, a significant advantage of establishing a UK company is opening a bank account in the UK. So while it isn't a requirement for doing business, but having one allows for faster and smoother processing of transactions. It's also highly recommended to make accounting easier. So, like company formation for non-UK residents, you may want to seek assistance from an agency again to simplify the process and advise you about what bank and where you should go. Now, they will provide banking alternatives if you cannot be in the UK or your company has no UK resident. So, how about VAT and other taxes? Do you need to register for it? Now, registering your UK company for VAT, when you complete your company's incorporation online, you also are required or registered for corporation tax with HMRC simultaneously. Otherwise, you must apply for it within 3 months of beginning operations to avoid further penalties. While corporation tax is mandatory, registering for VAT is also required for UK businesses with annual sales of £85,000 or more. But if you're unsure whether you reach the threshold, it's best to register voluntarily. Here are frequently asked questions on Companies House of company formation for non-UK residents. So number one question you get is, do I need to register my UK business even if it's online? Okay, so the answer to that is yes. It doesn't matter where you are, regardless of the nature of your company. At the very least, you must be registered with HMRC since you need to pay taxes when you are earning from your UK-based customers. On the other hand, registering your enterprise at Companies House ensures your legitimacy in doing business within the jurisdictions. Second question in the FAQ is, how long will it take to register a company in the UK? Now it depends on the method chosen really. So if you register online, your application will be approved within 24 hours to, I would say, 3 working days maximum, unless they have any inquiries that you need to verify or pass them on. It's not expensive to register. It's about £12 to register, given the complete and correct documents, and that's the current rate. Should you register by post, it will take around 8 to 10 days. It will cost more, about £40 per application, which is payable by check. Does a UK company require a UK resident director? The simple answer to that is no, it doesn't. If you are a non-UK resident registering your business as a private limited company, you don't need to have a UK based director on board. You can even name yourself as the director. The important thing is that your company has a UK registered office address. If you don't know anyone with such an address, and obviously don't use their home address, if you know somebody, it has to be a business premise. Your alternative is a virtual UK office address. In summary, company formation for non-UK residents is possible, not to mention is very straightforward, while is something you can handle yourself. Considering working with an experienced team such as Sterlinx Global would be excellent, because it would make sure a quick and error-free process. Thanks very much for watching our video. We hope this guide has helped ease your worries on establishing a company in the UK despite being a non-resident. If you want to learn more, please like, follow and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you on the next one. Thanks a lot guys. Bye bye now.